Hey, hotep everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, listen. We moved the needle just a little bit further. We moved the needle just a little bit further. A lot of you guys, you've been hearing me talk about my book, Big Game Hunting. Big Game Hunting by Matthew Daniels. And I tell you guys that I make a lot of claims about corruption. To be blunt, no ego, but to be blunt, this is one of, if not the most important and critical work ever written on the subject of corruption in Texas City. And really, it may be the only book of its kind about right here in Texas City. May be very well be the only book of its kind, but I'm not all knowing, so I don't know. But if there is another one out there, and if that work is a great work about corruption in Texas City, Texas, then I know that Big Game Hunting by Matthew Daniels is one of, you heard me, one of the most important and critical and crucial books about corruption in Texas City, Texas. And like I told y'all, there is a lot of people named. A lot of people that hold positions in Texas City, or that used to hold positions in Texas City. Me and my brother, we left no stone unturned. Me and co-figure King Wow, we left no stone unturned. And so when I wrote the book, I left no stone unturned. Now, I just uploaded a video of what me and my brother went to a event Thursday called Community Conversations with Mayor Dedrick Johnson. Mayor Dedrick Johnson is in the book. But when the events took place that got Mayor Johnson placed in the book, he was City Commissioner Dedrick Johnson, right? So Mayor Dedrick Johnson is in the book because when he was City Commissioner Dedrick Johnson, my brother and myself, but primarily my brother, had problems with what he said. And when my brother highlighted it and pointed it out, you feel me? I agree with his assessment 100%. So Mayor Johnson is in the book. Now, mind you, I've been talking about this. And so now that the book has gotten the kind of notoriety that it has, now that people all over the world are buying the book and they're responding positively, saying it's exactly what we say it is. See, we need to move forward now. If this is true, we need to move forward now. If this is true, we need to move forward now. So I told you guys, I'm going to start engaging the people in the book. Hey, I'm not looking for no problems. I just want to know, you don't have to speak on the entire book, but is what I said in the book about you true? I started with the mayor. We went to that event. They didn't let you have a conversation. They didn't let us just ask questions. They forced us to write our questions down on index cards. So we wrote our questions down on index cards. And you see, they totally ignored reading my brother question, co-figure King Y. They ended up kicking him out. I went out there with him. Technically, they ain't kicked me out. I got up and went out because his head was trying to put him out and cops was following him out. And so I was going to go outside with him just to make that day. That's my brother, to make sure everything okay, right? And so they never even read his, and he read mine. And I think it was strategic, but it is what it is. He read mine as the last question. So I just posted a clip where you can hear what the mayor says. And he didn't read my whole question, though. When you hear him read the question, no, he didn't read my entire question. What I said was, Mr. Mayor, I'm going to paraphrase it, but Mr. Mayor, did you know that you are mentioned in a historical work called Big Game Hunting by Matthew Daniels? He knows who Matthew Daniels is. I say, are you aware that you're mentioning Big Game Hunting? Have you ever read Big Game Hunting? And is the claims made about you in Big Game Hunting true? And he says that he never read it, so he don't know if the claims are true. But mind you, I can have this conversation with him again. I can pose this question again. And now, if he's the mayor, stop. Now, remember how I told you he didn't read the entire index card? That's what he wrote, and that's how he answered. But what I did, but that's what I wrote at the top of the card, or the beginning of my question. And when I wrote it, I reread it, and I thought about it, and I was like, no. He needs to know 100% what this book is about. I don't want no wiggle room. No wiggle room. Don't act like I'm tired of playing the game like the book don't exist. No, we're going to address, is the book true? And then we're going to move forward. So I looked and I was like, I need to say corruption, that this is about police corruption, city official corruption that is claims made about you in. And so I wrote on the bottom, I added on, I was like, the book, Big Game Hunting, blah, 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 is about corrupt police and corrupt city officials right here in Texas City, Texas. Then I re-asked the question. So, have you ever read it? Do you know this book exists? And are the claims about you true? He didn't read the part about corruption. He read that first section, and then he said what he had to say, and he moved on. But I know he saw it. I know he read it. He didn't read it to the public, but I know he read it. And so what I'm saying is, if I'm telling the truth, if me and my brother were trying to be involved in our community, and if we're trying to be involved in our community, and if we're trying to do some good, and we're trying to do some good the right way, but we keep running in the opposition, like the opposition that put my brother out of the meeting for trying to ask a question Thursday, if we keep running into this kind of opposition, because we going up there, we want to ask the mayor a question. Now, the mayor held the event called Community Conversations with Mayor Dedrick Johnson. So we wanted to have a conversation. And you put my brother out because he want to ask a question? That's crazy. That's crazy. So if these things are happening because of us trying to improve our community, then we need to move the conversation forward. And we need to stop pretending like me and my brother aren't claiming what we're claiming happened. You gotta look at this, family. I'm talking about corruption within the police department. I'm talking about police officers coming to me confessing to the corruption. I'm talking about documented news articles of Texas City cops confessing to the corruption of their fellow Texas City cops. I'm talking about lawsuits that I show you, documentation that I show you, claims that I show you where cops are calling cops criminals. That's what set it apart. Yes, I'm saying that some of them was criminals, some of them were corrupt, but in the book, I show you the documentation of cops saying it. Cops saying it. Cops saying it. So that has to be addressed. Am I telling the truth? Then we can move forward. You feel me? So I got him to address the book on a small scale, but that's one step comes before 20. You feel me? One step comes before 20. And so now when I go back to him, you can no longer say you never heard of the book. You can just say you didn't read it. But then if you don't read it, why? If somebody I voted for you, dude, if somebody who voted for you is coming saying, hey, look, as all this corruption was going on, this corruption affected my life personally. I'm talking about corruption in here. You the mayor, you mentioned in the book, is it true? You don't even want to look and see if I'm slandering you. So if he come back and say he haven't read it, I'm not going to believe him, right? Because you got to see what I'm saying. I could be saying anything wild. You can't let me get away with it. So the question is, am I telling the truth? Now, if I'm not telling the truth, he should press me about that, or have his legal team or something press me about that. But if I am telling the truth, then we'll see where we go from there. And then I can just engage the next individual. And if it comes out that I'm telling the truth, which I am, I know it, they know it, I know that they know that, I know that they know that we all know it. So we need to just get it over with. Snatch the Band-Aid off. I'm being so serious, family. We need to just snatch the Band-Aid off. I don't care if nobody understands me. I don't care. I don't care. You did not live my life. You did not live my brother's life. You don't understand. I'm talking about in a situation where me and my brother, we trying to get involved in politics and the political game, and we're trying to improve our lives, and we're trying to improve the community. And then I got cops confessing to me that it's other cops don't like it. So, and I'm talking about corruption. Cops don't like me talking about corruption, so they running my name and they trying to find any old warrant on me talking about they don't like what I'm doing. That make me think you plotting on me. Come on, you had these side conversations about how you want to stop me and my brother for doing what we was doing, randomly running our name, trying to see if we got warrants here, there, and everywhere. That's crazy, man. Wasting taxpayer dollars, that's crazy. If you think for 1 minute that I don't know that y'all had all kind of bogus investigations going on, you got me confused, man. You got me confused, man. You got me confused. If you think I don't know, I don't care what nobody else know. I don't care what nobody else think. I don't care what nobody else feel. I don't care because I know. Listen, I always know stuff that some other people just don't know. And then when it get revealed, they like, man, you know what? He was on point. If you're anybody that know me personally that's listening to this, you know I'm telling you the truth. So just trust me when I tell you. You think I don't know there was no bogus investigations going on? A cop already admitted it to me, man. They already admitted it. We'll subpoena them to court. I don't put your hand, do it, get in the stand and lie. I don't care, because when we prove it's a lie, it's just going to make it all the more sweeter. But you'll get subpoenaed. So let's just rip the Band-Aid off. You see what I'm saying? Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. You gotta answer for your crimes, man. You got to answer for your crimes. You got to answer for your crime. That's just what it is. Rip the Band-Aid off. Let's get it over with, man. Hey, this your brother Matthew Daniels, a.k.a. Pooh, a.k.a. The Chosen Few, a.k.a. The Real Bookworm. I'm not a bookworm, world. I'm the real bookworm. The real, and this is how it's done. Like, share, subscribe, man, and get that big game hunting. I'm telling you, the more people buy big game hunting, the less they can avoid it. And when you get it, you're going to see like, damn, this brother wasn't hustling. This is what it is. And now you see in the videos where we following up on it, you're going to see that the person you're reading about in the book just got confronted, refused to read my brother question, ended up kicking him out. Cops came to kick us out. We talking about harassment from cops because we trying to be political and we get harassed while we trying to ask, is the harassment real? Type stuff. Crazy. They overplaying their hand. They need to just surrender. Hotel.